Hi, everybody, from Spartan Stadium in Bixby, Oklahoma. Murray Sawyer along with David Grace, and we're speaking to you from high atop the press box at Spartan Stadium, Dave, on a beautiful, clear night. Breeze is blowing out of the southeast, I would say now, about 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be an ideal night for football.
Oh, it's a great night for football, and this is homecoming for the Bixby Spartans, so they have to worry about the rain. Rain on their parade tonight because it's in great shape. The weather's in great shape. The field's in excellent shape, and large crowd on hand for tonight's ball game.
I really think that we're going to see a real shootout tonight. For some reason, I have a feeling down deep after listening to the coach's warm-up show Thursday night, not last night or not tonight, but listening to him the other night, I feel like that he has something planned, both offensively and defensively, for the Spartans. And if it clicks, I think we're going to be in the ball game all the way.
Yeah, Coach has moved a lot of people around this week. Jerry Johnson, being the offensive coordinator, is moving Mike Odom to tackle from center. J.J. Hall is going to play center in tonight's ball game. And he's going to experiment with different people on the offensive line to try to get some offensive punch into his offense.
Let's see if we can take a look now at the starting lineup for the Poteau Pirate offense. And Dave will be back in a moment to tell you about the defense for the offense for the Spartans. And then if we have time, we're going to look at the defense and offense of both teams. The reason we're running just a little bit slow tonight, we got caught behind the big parade. And I'll tell you, they had some beautiful old cars. They had some Thunderbirds back from the 56, 57 area, and they were absolutely beautiful. And float after float, I think everybody and every organization in the school had a queen and an alternate. So we were kind of caught behind it for a while and all of that sort of good stuff. But let's give you the starting lineup offensively for the Poteau Pirates, and you'll probably notice we have had some changes. At the tight end spot is going to be Ron Hendricks tonight. Ryan is 6'2", 196-pound senior. At the strong side tackle spot will be Mike Odom. Mike is 6'2", 240-pound senior. Willie Trotter will be the strong side guard, and he's 5'11", 175. Willie Trotter, 5'11", 175-pound senior, is going to be the strong side guard. And if you'll notice, we've been talking about strong side tackle, strong side guard. What we're going to do, according to the coach, is they're going to overload one side or the other, and that will probably be to the wide side of the field. So if the ball is on to set it out, we're on the east side of the football field, running north and south. So if the hash mark on the near side, if the ball is there and the Pirates are driving from our left to right, which would be from south to north, then the wide side of the field will be from the near hash mark, to the far sideline. Now, if they want to make the strong side attack on that side, they will stack in the center, a guard, strong side tackle, another guard, and a tackle and a tight end. So there will be more people on one side of the guard center than there will be on the other, and vice versa if they want to make the other side the strong side of whichever side they're going to do the running. Now they're going to put Mike Odom and Willie Trotter shoulder to shoulder to see if they can't generate just a little bigger push off that line of scrimmage to move some of the defensive people back as the Spartans run what we call a basic 4-3 or a full 4-3, and when they bring up their cornerback, and their cornerback tonight will probably be Jared Smith. They bring him up on the line standing up, and they really have a 5-man line. Then they'll move up 2 of the linebackers. Then they've got a 7-man line. They move all 3 of them up within a yard. Then they'll have 8-man. So that's the way it goes. All right, the Poteau Pirates are getting ready to come here on the field, and we'll be watching them make their entrance. And David will be here in just a moment to give us the starting lineup, the defensive lineup the offensive lineup for the Bixby Spartans. Okay, David, go ahead.
Okay, the Bixby Spartans, coached by Rick Rogers, they run a pro-eye offense of the Poteau Pirates who are coming on the field. Bixby at 3-0 on the season. They defeated Miami, Catoosa, and Bristow. Here's the starting lineups for the offense for the Bixby Spartans. At tight end will be number 44, Paul Johnson. He's 6'1", 195-pound senior. At right tackle will be Jeremy Johnston, 6'1", 255-pounder, and he's a good one. The right guard will be number 60, Buddy Reedus, he's 5'11", 190-pound senior. Center, be number 61, Jeremy Hansley, 6'1", 200-pound junior. Left guard will be number 50, Dan Samara, 6'2", 240-pound senior. At left tackle will be number 78, Jason Fagali, 6'1", 210-pound senior. And the split end is Tansy Evans, 5'11", 161-pound junior. At quarterback is going to be Josh Stubbs. He's been quarterback for a couple of years now for Bixby. He's 6'1", 182-pound junior. At fullback will be number 41, John Sherrill, 6', 181-pound senior. And at tailback, and he's a good one, Jimmy Roller, wearing number 33, 5'10", 160-pound senior. Jimmy Roller leads the state in 4A scoring with 54 points, and they're all touchdowns, no extra points, no two-point conversion, and all of his touchdowns have been pretty long distance. So it's a pretty good offense, and Poteau's defense will have to shut down Roller if they're going to have any success tonight in beating Bixby.
All right, Dave, let's briefly take a pause now for this commercial message. We'll be right back with the probable starting lineups on the field, and I would imagine the kickoff is just seconds away. Well, the Bixby Spartans are making their appearance here at the stadium, and David, what are some of your comments for tonight? I know the Pirates are 0-3. They've lost their first 3 times out. People are beginning to, talk a little bit. I think they should just be patient. We've got a bunch of young kids out here, and I'll tell you, I think they're primed to play football tonight.
Yeah, it's not panic time yet, Murray. We still got a lot of football left this season. It's a young Poteau Pirate team, and they're making adjustments each week, trying to find the right combination on offense and defense, and these kids are working hard. Win or lose, we have to keep supporting them, but I think they're going to give Bixby all they want tonight.
If my figures are correct, what do we have? 1 or 2 more games before we get into the heart of the conference.
We play Bixby next week at home.
No, we're
playing Bixby tonight and Wagner at home next week, Murray, and then we get into the district 4A6 play.
All right. So we still have 1 more game to get under a belt, and the district games are the ones that everybody is aiming for. When you're, especially in a rebuilding situation, you have to keep playing with everybody, playing everyone you can at all these different positions, trying to find out who can do the job that you want to have done. And it takes 4 or 5 games sometimes to get that out where you'll know exactly what your team is going to be doing and who you're going to be depending on to do this job or that job. And like Coach said the other night on his show, these are 15, 16, and 17-year-old boys. They're the young people who forget to take their books to school every morning, or they mislay the car keys, or they forget to pull the garage door down. So, you just got to take that into consideration, because no matter how hard you teach and how hard you become repetitive and trying to show them what and things to do, they're still going to forget occasionally.
That's right. Hey, the captains for tonight's ball game for the Poteau Pirates is number 37, Heath Williams, and number 70, Keith Anderson.
Right, and the co-captains for the Spartans tonight will be Dan Samara, number 50, Brady Reedus, number 60, and Jimmy Roller, number 33. That's the way the teams line up. The Pirates are going to be receiving the kickoff to our right and defending the goal to our right, which is the north goal. And the Bixby Spartans will be kicking off left to right. Pirates lined up 5 across here on just back of the 50-yard line. 2 deep men are back on the 5-yard line waiting. And one of those standing back there waiting for the kickoff is Terrence Warren. Kicking off for the Bixby Spartans is Brandon Reisner, 6'2", 180-pounder. And we're ready to play football. Reisner kicks it end over end, a high sailor. Waiting for the ball at the 10-yard line for the Poteau Pirates. Moving the ball back up to the 20 and to about the 22-yard line. And that's it.
Mitch Melnick, a 6'1", 226-pound sophomore, did one on the stop for the Spartans.
All right, and it was a pretty fair run back, taking the ball back on about the 5-yard line, moving it out to around the 20. And as we pan the stadium, you can see that the yard line markers are on the wall or up on the fence on the far side. So it's going to take us a little while to pick up the yardage. And of course, it just doesn't stand out like our Costner Stadium.
Well, the field's not very well marked, Murray.
No, it isn't. And the Pirates now are facing a 1st and 10. With Brandon Wood, the quarterback under, man in motion, comes to the near side. Brandon is there. He's back. He's going to pass. He fires. He's got his man. It's intercepted. Overthrown. The intended receiver and intercepted at the 35-yard line. Moving it back down to the 30-yard line defensively for the Bixby Spartans. That was Jared Hicks. Jared Hicks.
Well, a big turnover, Murray. It'll be up to the Pirate defense to settle in quick, as the ball is going to be on about the 35-yard line of the Poteau Pirates.
Well, if the ball had just been 6 inches higher, it would have been a completion, and the Pirates would have had a big first down. So the Bixby Spartans take over, 1st and 10. They're on the Pirate 35-yard line. And Josh Stubbs is the quarterback, number 22. Have a flanker to the right side. That's Reisner. Ball is back. Quarterback keeps. He's over the left side. He's going to throw. He fires. He's got a man over everybody's head. Defending for the Poteau Pirates was number 47, Terrence Warren, down there, but the ball went over the intended receiver's head in the end zone. Incomplete, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Pass was intended for Michael Roller to split in. He's 5'10" junior, 173-pounder.
All right, so the first pass for the Poteau Pirates was intercepted. The first pass for the Spartans was overthrown. So this may be a running night, Dave. Stubbs is there. Pitches the ball back. Roller going around the right side. Cuts back in. Got some running room. He's hit once, twice, and finally is driven back to the ground at the original line of scrimmage. But they're going to give him his forward motion down to about the 27-yard line.
Well, a good job by the defense, spreading out on defense and keeping him from getting outside. They did a good job of pinching him inside, Murray.
Jimmy Roller moved about 3 or 4 yards inside the line of scrimmage in the secondary. The Pirates drove him back. They gave him 3 on the pickup. It'll be 3rd down and 7 to go. And Roller is the tailback, the big money back for the Bixby Spartans. And the ball is given to him again. Coming around the near side. He is caught. Gets away for one man. He's down close to the first down yardage. Is driven out of bounds inside the 25 down to about the 24.
That shows the running ability of Roller, Murray, because he was stopped at about the line of scrimmage by big Mike Odom, and he's a good tailback. He spins out of the tackle and picks up the first down.
Okay, Mike Odom made the tackle behind the original line of scrimmage by about a yard. They spin by Roller, and he gets away and picks up the first down just inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. And the Pirate defense shows promises of sticking it in there and holding tonight, but so far just hadn't been able to come up with the big defensive play. Stubbs, Sherrill, Roller, and Reisner, the backfield for the Bixby Ball Club. And here's a flip back to Roller around the left side. He's hit once, twice, and somebody puts him to the ground when he gets down to, well, just about inside the 15.
Mike Odom's the one on the tackle for the Poteau Pirates, the left linebacker.
It's going to be a pickup of about 5 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 5 to go. 9:49 remaining here in the first quarter of play, and no score in our ball game. So the Pirates started off with a big mistake, a big pass interception on the first play from the line of scrimmage, and now they have the Bixby Spartans knocking on their door. Ball is back. Kept on the wild throw. Pirates missed the pickup and recovery of the fumble. The man was there trying to pick it up and run with it. He didn't cover it. Bixby recovers the ball back for a loss of about 5. The ball is going to be placed back on the 24-yard line, and it's going to be a big 4th down.
That was Willie Trotter, defensive end for Poteau Pirates. If he just covered the ball up, it'd been a Poteau Pirates football. But of course, you want to pick it up and try to run with it, and he just couldn't control it.
Just couldn't control it. So the Bixby Ball Club comes up. It's 3rd down, I beg your pardon, and 14 to go. 3rd and 14, no score in our ball game. Quarterback takes his pitch, comes back. He's being chased. He looks. It's overthrown of the intended receiver, and the intended receiver on that particular pass was number 44, Paul Johnson, a 6'1 senior, 195-pounder, and he was at the goal line. Defending all the way was the strong safety, Ryan Rollison, and Danny Tyler were back there for the Poteau Pirates, and the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. So it brings up 4th down and 14, and the ball is now going to be, well, an attempt for a field goal is going to be tried. Ball is down, kick is up, end over end. It looks good.
It's off to the left, Murray.
No good.
Good job by the Poteau Pirate defense, Murray.
He had plenty of length on it, but it just fell to the left side of the post and goes incomplete. 8:47, no score in our ball game. We'll be back after this commercial message. All right, Pirates are looking at a 1st and 10. Ball is on their own 20-yard line. The last time they had the ball offensively, they threw an interception. So let's see what happens as Brandon Wood goes under. Wing T to the right side. Ball on the crossbuck. Handed off. Right side. Looking for some place to go. For the Pirates is Warren Terrace. Warren, I beg your pardon. And he gets about 3 over the right side before the defensive left side of the Spartans collapse on him.
Yeah, that's Michael Roller, the strong safety who made the tackle for the Bixby Spartans.
So it's a pickup. We'll give him 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 to go. A flanker to the near side. Wing T to the right. In motion. Ball is handed off. Fullback. Look for some place to go. Terrence gets no place. That's NCO Thompson. Hit after taking 1 step in the backfield. John Sherrill, 6'0", 181-pound outside linebacker. Snuck in and gave him a lick just as he started to make his move forward, and he stopped right there.
The play right there, they kind of slowly developed play there. I don't know whether the penetration of the defense or just slow handoff by the Poteau offense.
Well, it looked like Ancio didn't know exactly what hole to hit. Looked like he was confused a little bit in the backfield. Ball is back. Here comes the second man through. He's got a little running room. Lowers his head, drives up over the 25, up near the 30, put the ball on the 28. Carrying the ball that time, again, was Terrence Warren, and he picks up maybe 3 or 4. Let's see exactly where they place the ball. Up on the 37-yard line, 27-yard line, and we're looking at 4th down and 3 to go. Oh, it's hard to pick out those lines, David.
It sure is, Murray. Terrence Warren is back to do the punting for the Poteau Pirates.
All right, Terrence stands back on about his own 15-yard line. Ball is snapped back, pretty good shape. He's got time. He kicks and gets a good line drive. Gets away from the receiver, bounds down inside the 30, and covered just inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line. Covering for the Bixby Spartans was Jimmy Roller. Waiting for the ball to come up to him, and never did. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bixby Spartans. No score in our ball game. Let's take time in for this message, and we'll be right back. The Spartans have the ball. 1st and 10. Stubbs the quarterback. Sherrill the fullback. Roller the tailback. Back, gives the ball off, looking for some place to go. Here's Roller on the far side. He is hit, stopped, gets away, hit again, still gets away as he moves up to the 50-yard line.
Well, that was a great run by Jimmy Roller. I've heard a lot about this kid, but he's showing me a lot so far here in the first quarter, Murray. I mean, he's taken several hits from different defensive players, but he just has the ability to keep his feet and roll off the tackle.
He was hit 4 different times and moved the ball all the way, well, inside the 50, down to the Poteau 49-yard line. There's 6:24 remaining here in the first period of play. No score in our ball game, and Stubbs moves the Spartans up to the line of scrimmage, gives the ball off, first man through, and he eases down to near the 45-yard line.
For the Poteau Pirate defense tonight, Murray, I might add that D.P. Robertson is back at defensive tackle. Stephen Hagler is at right tackle. Anzio Thompson's at nose guard. And making his first start at linebacker tonight is Seth Garner, 6 foot, 160-pound junior.
All right, Stubbs at the quarterback spot for Bixby. Lines up with a man flanked to the near side. Ball is handed off. Here goes Roller. Roller gets a couple of yards, and that's it. Moves down inside the 45, down to about the 43-yard line.
Here on the stop for the Poteau Pirates is number 79, Jason Allen, 6'4", 230-pound junior.
Well, David, they run Roller from almost any position. It makes very little difference where they put him. He runs that ball about 70% of the time for the Spartans.
That's their offense. He's going to get it 70% of the time tonight.
Well, you saw it. No description needed on that. Roller gets away from a couple of the would-be tacklers for the Poteau Pirates, but finally Ryan Rollison, 5'8", 155 pounds, gets a hold of him and flips him down to the ground, and they put him in the ground at the 40-yard line. So it brings up a 4th down and about 2 yards to go.
And Daly, the coach for the Rick Rogers, head coach for Bixby, has a lot of confidence in his offense because they're going to go for it.
All right, John Bell is in the ball game at a flanker spot, and Brandon Reisner goes out. So who do we give it to? Probably Sherrill, the big fullback. No, goes to Roller. He probably has the first down.
Yeah, he's got the first down, Murray. He picked up, looks like a couple of yards on him. Jared Garrett and Mike Odom in on the stop for the Poteau Pirates.
Well, if I remember last year, Roller was running the ball awfully well, but at Poteau, they kind of racked him a couple of times and cut him off, and that put a stop to him. He was not much of a part of the ball game.
Well, he's a lot bigger and stronger this year, Murray. He's worked real hard in the weight room. You can tell the way he runs with the ball.
Oh, he's beautiful. All right, ball goes to Roller around the left side. He's being chased. One man hits him, another. Finally, he gets away and finally is dragged down from behind as he gets down inside the 30-yard line and put the ball on about the 27.
That's another first down for the Bixby Spartans. Terrence Warren in on a stop for the Pirates. Once again, 4, 5, and 6 defensive players hits him, but they're just not wrapping him up.
He just keeps pulling and leaning, and he's doing something out there to get away, David. So it's a 1st and 10. The Spartans have the ball down on the Pirate 28-yard line. Ball is handed off, goes to the fullback. He finds a crease and picks up 3 or 4 yards, maybe 5. They say this is Michael Webb who came in the ball game. He is alternating with Brandon Reisner. Moves the ball inside the 25 down to about the 22-yard line.
In on the stop is Seth Garner, left linebacker for the Poteau Pirates.
3rd down, 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7 to go. Still in the first quarter, 3:24, no score in our ball game. And this young man, Jimmy Roller, is everything we've heard that he was, David.
He sure is.
All right, here goes Roller. Gets away from one man. Finally is racked up and stopped. At the time he got to the first down yardage marker, and I believe he's going to have a first down. Mike Odom is the man who made the tackle for the Pirates.
Well, let's see. Number hadn't given the indication it's first down or not. No, he's calling 3rd down.
3rd down, and it shouldn't be more than a yard, if it's that much. 3:02 remaining here in the first quarter. Ball is inside the 15-yard, up about the 17-yard line. Ball comes to Roller, comes around the right side. He's got a little running room, and this time he is hit and dropped as he gets to the 15-yard line, but he falls over the 15 for the first down to about the 13-yard line.
In on stop was for the Poteau Pirates is Ryan Hendricks, the right defensive end, and Jared Garrett did a good job coming upfield from his strong safety position to slow Roller down.
The Roller, if you'll notice, when he gets that football, the next 3 steps looks as if he's going full speed ahead.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit to this big offensive line too, Murray. They do an excellent job of making holes for him.
Yes, they do. They're trying to go misdirection, and somebody got him right around the ankle and dropped him in the backfield.
That's Willie Trotter, defensive end for the Poteau Pirates, and he tackled him where he should be, right around the ankle.
Right around the ankle. Well, he got his first down. Well, he lost yardage. He had his first down. He lost yardage, and his 2nd down and about 11 to go now. Trotter comes in and makes a good tackle. 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. No score in our ball game. The Pirate defense has played the biggest part of the ball game. Under, ball is back, gives to the man coming around this side. Oh, great tackle. And this time he is tackled as he gets hit around the ankle, somewhere back around the 20-yard line.
That's Jared Garrett coming from his strong safety spot to nail Roller. for a loss. Loss of about, looks like about 6 yards, Murray. That's moving it back to the 20-yard line.
And this time, Garrett came in and zeroed in on the ankles. And he got him below the knees and wrapped him up. And he did nothing but go to the ground. 1:23 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Third down, 16 to go. No score. And the ball game. Carter is there. He's back. He looks like he's going to throw a pass. He fires. He dropped the ball. Defensively for the Poteau Pirates, Jared Garrett was there just a second after the ball, and it went off the fingertips of the intended receiver, Jimmy Roller, and the Pirates dodge another big bullet, and it's still nothing to nothing. 1:10 remaining, fourth down, 16 to go, and again we're going to attempt the point after.
We'll try another field goal, Murray.
All right, Brandon Reisner, number 14, 180-pound junior, tries a field goal, places, kicks, up in the air. This time it is good. Just inside the right upright. The ball was good, 3 points. And the Bixby Spartans lead the Poteau Pirates 3-0 with 1:05 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff in a moment. All right, we're getting set up for the big kickoff. And let's see, Jared Garrett was back there on the goal line and came out.
Now, Jared had a little equipment problem. He's coming back on. Terrence Warren's going to be on the near side, and on the far side is going to be Jared Garrett.
All right. Well, he evidently lost his mouthpiece or the chin strap came loose, something, David. All right, 1:05 remaining. This is homecoming day for the Spartans. And coming forward, the ball is kicked in the air, end over end, sails to the far side, bounce, and goes out of bounds. It hits the end zone marker and goes out of bounds. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, kick the thing over. Or do we take it at the 40-yard line?
They're going to kick it over, Murray. And the Poteau Pirate defense did a little bending, but when they got down around the 20-yard line, they did a good job of adjusting and stopping Roller, who Roller moved them, down the field, covering some 48 yards. But the Poteau Pirate defense did a good job of just letting Bixby put 3 points on the board.
All right, let's see if they're still discussing. I think the Pirates do have an option. They can take the ball, but they're going to have the ball kicked. They're going to let them kick it again. So Reisner will bring the ball back. Number 14, Brandon Reisner, a junior, 6'2", 180-pounder, will put the ball back on the 35-yard line and will kick from that point. And believe me, after we sit up and look at the big markings that we have on the Costner Stadium gridiron grass, how beautiful.
Makes you appreciate home, doesn't it?
Man, it makes you appreciate home. You folks don't know how beautiful the ballpark we do have. All right, Reisner comes forward, kicks end over end, high sails down the center, waiting for the ball for the Poteau Pirates is Jared Garrett. He's at the 20, the 25, 30, 35, 40, 45-yard line before he is finally caught from behind. Beautiful run back. And the man who made the tackle, Josh Stubbs and Darrell Edwards, teamed up to bring him down. But a beautiful run back, a great run back by Garrett all the way to the Poteau Pirate 45-yard line. And the Pirates set up 1st and 10 with 56 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play, trailing by a score of 3-0. Beautiful clear night. Wind has died considerably since the ball game has gotten underway. Brandon Wood sets the team back, takes a handoff, keeps the ball. He's going to pass. He almost had his man, but it went bounding away. Intended for Ron Hendricks, but it was knocked away by the Spartans of Bixby, incomplete.
Yeah, Ron Hendricks, the tight end, run out of his tight end spot and just come down on a crossing pattern, and linebacker picked him up, and linebacker does cover the tight end, and Brian Sarton did a good job of covering the tight end on the play.
Well, I thought he was going to go a little bit deeper. If he had a man, it was just one step from being wide open. Second down, 10 to go. Brandon Wood takes a snap, hands it off, first man through, Anzio Thompson. Tripped as he gets up over the 50-yard line and falls down to the 47 or 48. Put the ball on the 48. And one of the linebackers, I think it was Rusty Davis, the middle linebacker, or John Sherrill, one of the two, got an arm into his kneecap and flipped him up in the air to bring him down, a pickup of about 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4 to go. A good pickup on a little misdirection, a late run through the right, over the right guard spot defensively. Pirates are trying to generate just a little offense. Whistle is going to blow, and there's the end of the first quarter of play. The score, the Bixby Spartans 3, the Poteau Pirates nothing. Poteau is trying to get something put together, and while they're changing field and getting ready to start, we'll take this pause and be right back. Okay, ball is 2 yards inside the 50 in Bixby territory on the Bixby 48-yard line. The Pirates are looking at a 3rd down and 4 to go. They've got to get down just near the 45.
This is a big play for this young offensive ball club, Murray. We'd love to get this first down here and see if we can move it down the field and keep the defense off the field and see if we can establish some kind of offensive threat.
I would, looking over, have the man in motion. Takes a handout, gives it on a cross butt. Don't know if he made his first down or not. Looks like the ball was stopped just before he got to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's going to be a ball just about a half a yard short. It's going to bring up 4th and about a half a yard.
They've got to get the ball just the length of the football.
Jerry Johnston wants to call timeout for the Poteau Pirates and talk it over with this young offensive ball club, Murray.
All right, well, we have that timeout. The score, pardon me, the Bixby Spartans 3, the Poteau Pirates nothing. Let's take time in for this word.
We have a special group of people in our stands tonight.
All right, we're ready to go here just momentarily. Pirates are looking at a 4th down. And as we pan the field for you, you can see that the arrow marker is just about a yard away from the 4th down marker. So they've got to move just that far, about the length of the football, inside the 45-yard line. 11:39 remaining here in the second quarter of play. Bixby, after missing its first attempt for a field goal, came back and picked up about a 37-yarder to go ahead by a score of 3-0.
You know, Coach Jerry Johnson showing a lot of confidence in this young offensive ball club by letting them go for it with 4th down, just about a football length to go.
All right, let's see what happens. They have their orders, they have their play, and Brandon Wood has the team lined up, set, and in motion, and we're going to have an offside penalty.
Offside to call against the Poteau Pirates. Big Mike Odom, the left tackle for the Poteau Pirates, jumps offside, and that's going to cost the Pirates 5. And for sure, we're going to kick the football now. Coach Johnson not very happy.
Illegal procedure against the Pirates.
All right, illegal procedure.
5-yard penalty.
Ball is moved back to the just inside the 50 to the 49.5-yard line, Pirate territory. And going back in punt formation for the Poteau Pirates is going to be Terrence Warren. He's standing back at the 35-yard line waiting for the snap. It's back a little wobbly, but he's got time, and he kicks it, a high wobbly kick, coming down and hitting and getting a Poteau roll, really. Well, it bounced twice and then killed as it gets somewhere around the 15-yard line.
Down on it to cover the ball was Lee Black for the Poteau Pirates, 5'11", 162-pound senior.
Well, he was down there in a hurry, too, David.
Well, Lee Black has a lot of speed, Murray.
He was down there in a hurry. I think they placed the ball just inside the 15. Yeah, they're going to put it on about the 17-yard line. So the Bixby Spartans put the ball in play, 1st and 10, from their own 17-yard line.
Turnovers and penalties, we don't need tonight, Murray.
No, we sure don't.
Now we got a flag. It looks like the left tackle for Bixby.
Somebody lined up offside.
Yeah, and he went down his three-point stance, then came back up, but then they got him.
They got motion on him.
1st and 15.
That's going to move the ball back to about the, what, Murray, about the 11, 12-yard line.
Yeah. Put the ball on about the 12. And it's going to be 1st and 10 to go. The clock is running, 11-12, 3-0. Bixby is out in front. Stubbs is the quarterback, takes a snap, gives it off to his fullback, and he is racked up right at the line of scrimmage.
See the umpire here, see if I can pick up who was in on the tackles. Big number 71 for the Poteau Pirates.
And that's Robert Morris.
Robert Morris doing a good job at right tackles. He caught the fullback, John Chill, right at the line of scrimmage. In fact, they showed him he lost about 3 yards, didn't he, Murray?
Yes, they sure did. He lost about 3. I thought he got him at the line of scrimmage, but he must have got him in the backfield.
He got in the backfield. That's what the Poteau Pirate defense needs, some penetration and getting in the backfield.
All right, here's a power eye. Ball is back, looking, handed off at the last motion, and dropped in the backfield. Is the tailback, Jimmy Roller.
Great play by Mike Odom for the Poteau Pirates, a right outside linebacker. And there's a loss in the play with another 3 or 4 yards.
Just as the ball was handed off, Roller was hit.
Poteau Pirate defense can hold right here. They can get excellent field position.
Yes, they can. John Bell, 5'10", 152-pounder, comes out of the ball game. And here we go with a 3rd down and 17. Ball is back, gives it to Roller on a pitch. He's around the far side. Now he is really flipped. The Poteau Pirates have changed their tackling tactics, and instead of trying to hit the man and drive him to the ground, they are going right to his feet, David.
A good job by Robert Morris, 5'7", 183-pound defensive tackle for the Poteau Pirates. Good job by the defense.
Beautiful job. All right, punt formation, ball is back. Almost blocked. Oh, they're going to put out roughing the passer. The punter. They're going to throw a flag on roughing the kicker. If you saw the kick, you saw that 3 men from the Poteau Pirates were banging in there, and they hit each other, and one was blocked into the punter, and the official threw the flag.
Yeah, Murray, it did look like that he was blocked into the punter. From here, and Jerry Johnson, the head football coach of the Pirates, are very upset about the call.
Well, it's going to be 15 yards, but there's no first down.
No, it's going to be about 2 yards.
2 yards to go.
Yeah, it's going to be short a couple of yards.
So let's see exactly where they measure off from. Of course, from the line of scrimmage. On many of the others,
Coach Murray, I'm not sure in high school football, roughing the kicker, it may be an automatic first down.
Well, let's see. If it is,
they're marking off 15-yard penalty against the Poteau Pirates. And let's see.
And it's an automatic first down.
It's an automatic first down. It certainly is.
All right.
They changed the rules around so much in high school and college and pro anymore. You have to really stay on top of it.
All right. 1st and 10, and there's a tough break for the Pirates. So Stubbs, the quarterback, gives off. Roller comes through. He is finally driven to the ground after picking up about 3, going through the center of the line and trying to break to the outside. Garner got him and threw him to the ground.
Seth Garner making his first start at linebacker for the Pirates tonight. He's been playing a little nose guard, a little defensive end, and tonight he gets his start at left linebacker and doing a pretty good job for the Poteau Pirate defense.
Oh, he's doing a beautiful job out there, David.
Well, that was a tough break for the Pirate defense, and then especially for the offense. So, once again, maybe they'll have to stop the Bixby offense.
All right, so it's 2nd down and 4 to go. Pick up 6. Ball goes to Roller. Hit at the line of scrimmage and stop. Mike Odom was one of the men there.
Well, I'll tell you what now. Big old number 71, Robert Morris is having himself a good ball game here in the first half. Once again, he's in on the tackle and in the backfield.
All right.
Going to bring up about 3rd down and 4, Murray.
3rd and 4. Stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. Man is flanked to the near side. Ball is back. Gives to Roller again. He went high in the air. He hit head on and driven back. He was hit head on as he went high in the air leaping, and that's a good way to get hurt and hurt seriously.
Let's see where they give his forward progress. It's going to be close for a first down.
It's going to be shy. It's going to be shy of the first down. So it's 4th down and about a yard to go.
Yep, and let's see what the coach for Bixby going to call for here. With 4th and about a yard to go, or half a yard to go. and they're going to go for it. Josh Stubbs brings his offense to the line of scrimmage. 2 wideouts to each side. Roller at the top of the eye. Ball gives to Roller over the left side. Hit the back of the hill. Stop. And it looks like the Poteau Park defense is held unless they get into forward progress, and I believe he's going to get to forward progress.
That's wherever he gives the mark.
And he gave it to him, Murray.
Well, let's see. It's going to be awfully close, David. He's going to be awfully close.
Defense did a great job anyway for the Poteau Pirates.
Great defensive play by the Pirates. Time out to measure the ball. See if it's good for the first down. It's 3-0. If you just joined us. Bixby 3.
And he got it just to the nose of the football.
Barely got it by an inch. Well, he got a favorable mark on the ball, which gave him the first down. So with 7:12 remaining here in the first half, the Spartans keep the ball, leading 3-0.
Merle Moss, defensive coordinator for the Poteau Pirates, hard on his defense, trying to keep them fired up. They're a little bit dejected because they didn't stop them, but he's trying to keep them fired up.
All right, here we go as they split them wide to either side. Stubbs is the quarterback under. Fakes the ball to Roller. He's to the right side. He throws. Incomplete. And dogging him all the way on the far side defensively for the Poteau Pirates. Yeah, you guessed it. There's number 24 once again, Ryan Rollison, doing a beautiful job defensively in that cornerback spot tonight, David.
He sure is doing a good job of covering the tight end, Paul Johnson, and the pass by Josh Stubbs just a little bit out too far, but it was a great job by the defense once again. Rollison doing a good job at strong safety covering the tight end.
Why, Reisner is in the ball game offensively for the Spartans. The quarterback is Josh Stubbs. And the Pirates. Whistle blows. And let's see. We'll have to wait for the reading from the official on the field of play. And what are they going to call? Someone lined up offside in the neutral zone for the Pirates.
I think they got big Jason Allen.
Did he get Jason that time?
Sure did, left tackle. Number 79 for the Poteau Pirates.
So as a 5-yard gimme, 2nd down and 5. Ball is being kept by the quarterback coming around the right side. They're trying to chase him. They hit him at the 45. He falls up to about the 47.
They don't stop for the Poteau Pirates. It's Robert Morris once again. We've called his name several times so far in the first half here tonight.
All right, Seth Garner was also there to help bring him to the ground. But it's a big first down. Puts the ball up on the Bixby 48-yard line, and we'll call it 1st and 10 from that point.
I might add, Murray, that Josh Stubbs, the quarterback, is a dangerous rusher, and when he gets hot, he's a pretty good passer, so you can't really key all the time on Roller because Josh Stubbs will hurt you.
Yes, he will. So under, takes a handoff, gives it to the fullback, driving straight ahead. He is racked up at the line of scrimmage, but falls forward.
That's a gain of about 4 yards in on the stop of Steve Hagler, number 78, defensive tackle for the Poteau Pirates.
And Robert Morris was also on the ground there with a handful. A good tackle for both of them. And Jason Allen, 79, comes out of the ball game right now to get a breather. A pickup of about 3 or 4 on the play. Here the ball pitched to Roller around the far side. He's being chased. He's trying to find someplace to go. He gets a block. He gets a flag, and Roller moves down inside the 45 down to about the 42. But there is a flag on the play, and I think Mike Odom was just clipped, hit from behind and driven to the ground.
Yeah, Michael Roller, and I think it's Jimmy Roller's brother, which is a 5'10 junior, plays in the backfield and is split in through the clip on Mike Odom.
So they're going to bring the ball back.
In fact, that's a big penalty. Right there, Murray. They'll move the ball back across the 50-yard line, and that's a break the Poteau Pirate defense needed on this drive.
All right, a big clipping penalty, moves the ball back. Bixby is back inside their own 40, back to about the 38 8-yard line. So we'll call it 37. 5:29 remaining here in the first half. And the score is 3-0. Bixby kicked a 37-yard field goal.
The score's got to be quite a surprise to the Bixby fans.
Yes, it is. Back looking for some place to go. The quarterback is caught and thrown to the ground all the way back at the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy here, I'm love calling his name tonight, number 71, Robert Morris. So far, he's my hero in the first half of Murray.
Great tackle. Great tackle for the Poteau Pirates. Moving the ball back another 5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 25 to go. They've got to get over the 50 down to the Poteau Pirate 42-yard line for a first down. A play comes in from the sideline. Seth Barner at one of the linebacker spots tonight, doing a beautiful job. Ball is ends up, kept by the quarterback, coming around the right side. He's being chased. He fires. Gets intercepted. Pirates have the ball down to the 35-yard line.
Well, the interception for the Poteau Pirates, a strong safety, Jared Garrett, did a good job of reading the quarterback's eyes and intercepted. We have a flag back downfield, Murray.
And I think that flag is going to be holding against the Spartans, and of course that's going, yes it is holding, decline. The Pirates have the ball down on the 36-yard line in Bixby territory.
I might add, this is Jared Garrett's first start at free safety. You know, he's been playing linebacker so far this year, so they moved him to free safety because we're a little bit beat up a little bit in secondary, so Jared does a great job.
Oh, I'll tell you, he played that one beautifully, came right up with a big interception, and then knew what to do with it once he got the football.
Yeah, Jared's an excellent runner with a football. He plays a lot of halfback for the Poteau Pirates also. Good athlete.
Rancio Thompson, Jared Garrett, Brandon Wood, Terrence Warren, the backfield for the Pirates. Man in motion, loose to the far side. That's Garrett. Ball is handed off. Warren's got a little running room. Tried to cut outside and just needed one more step.
John Sherrill, the outside linebacker for the Bixby Spartans, was there to stop Rancio Thompson, and he had a little running room, but John Sherrill's not there, Murray.
Yep. He just needed one step, David, and he had been long gone. Right down the sideline. Well, it's a pickup of about a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9. Timeout is called on the field of play by the official. And I think that's for some type of equipment repair on one of the Bixby Spartans, David.
Yeah, he's tying his shoe, and one's fixing his shoulder pads.
All right. Well, time is in now, and we're ready to play football. Brandon is there, looking 2nd and 9. Moves in motion. Garrett gets the football, tries to find some place to go, picks up a couple over the left tackle spot, behind the blocking of Willie Trotter and Mike Odom. And Jeremiah Johnson, 6'1", 255-pound senior, came in to put the stop on Garrett. Give him a couple. It'll be 3rd down and about 6, a long 6, and maybe a short 7. The Bixby Spartans are leading 3-0. We have 3:30 remaining here in the first half of play. The Pirates are trying to generate just a little offense. See if they could get that ball down near the goal line. Thompson moves in motion to the near side, takes a snap back, looking. Brandon is going to fire. He throws. He's got his man. He's about 2 yards deep in the secondary, and then is driven to the ground. Hendricks makes the reception, and he is immediately hit by 2 of the Bixby Spartans. And Mosley and Sherrill were there. So it's bringing 4th down and about 2 to go, and I believe we're going to have a timeout. 2:45 remaining here in the first half. Let's take the Bixby Spartans leading 3-0. Let's take time in for this work. All right, we have 2:45 remaining here in the second period of play. It's 4th down and 2 to go. The Pirates are trailing in the ball game by a score of 3-0.
Yeah, Coach Johnson just come off the field visiting with his offensive unit and trying to come up with a play that might get them a first down with a 4th down and 2 yards to go.
All right. Let's see what the Pirates can pull out of their bag of tricks. Wing tee. Wood is there, takes a snap, flips the ball back, coming around the right side. He's got the first down. Great run by Enzio Thompson. Coming up with the big tackle was Rusty Davis for the Bixby Spartans. But it's still a big first down, moving the ball inside the 25 down to about the 23.
Merrick doing a great job of blocking for the Poteau Pirates as Willie Trotter and Terrence Warden leading the way for Enzio Thompson downfield.
All right, J.J. Hall, 5'10", 197-pound junior, snaps the ball for Brandon Wood. 1st and 10. Man in motion. Ball is snapped. Crossback, little running room. And here goes Jared Garrett.
Well, that's the big trap block to Jared Garrett, the fullback. Number 71, Robert Morris, and Keith Anderson, and the center, J.J. Hall, did a good job of blocking up front for Jared Garrett.
They put that ball down on about the 15-yard line, David, the best I can line it up. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 3 to go. A 3-yard pickup. 7-yard pickup. 2nd down and 3.
Well, it'd be great for this young offensive ball club to put some points on the board before halftime.
1:43 remaining here in the first half. Wood sets the ball club, gives the ball off. First man through, nowhere. One of the linebackers was blitzing and come right over the defensive man. Number 30, Brian Sartain, came right over the defensive tackle for the the offensive tackle, Willie Trotter, and grabbed the man in the backfield before he had a chance to move.
Defensive coordinator for Bixby called the right play there, blitzing the linebacker, and in the wrong play on offense, giving the fullback, because he's right there to meet him at the line of scrimmage.
In fact, he may have lost a couple of yards.
Yeah, they say he did lose a couple of yards.
So it's 3rd down and 6 now. Clock still running. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Wood sets the team. Look. Gives a handoff. And he is smothered for a loss of about 2 or 3 yards.
Enzio Thompson, the ball carrier, made at the line of scrimmage by number 20, defensive end James Nosley. Also in on stop is Don Samara.
Give him a loss of about a half yard. It's 4th down. The ball is back on the 20-yard line. And the officials are going to take a timeout for equipment repair. And with that timeout, we're going to take time in for this word.
Enzio ain't running.
All right. Again, the Pirates face a 4th down, but this time it's 4th down and 6. 23 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. And of course, the Pirates, if they want to try something, this is the ideal way to do it. Run that clock down to where there's hardly any time left. Well, here's the ball thrown a little bit too high and goes incomplete. Of course, the intended receiver out there for the Poteau Pirates,
there's Ryan Rollison.
Ryan Rollison, and the first thing he did was to look back at the official and see if he couldn't get a hand in the back, but the official shook his head no and said everything was okay. The pass just goes too high, and I think that was based on the fact that he couldn't reach it. If the ball had been lower and he had had a chance to get his hand on the ball, I believe they would have thrown the flag, David.
Yeah, I do too. Well, that's the closest penetration the offense has had so far tonight. And the ball was moved all the way down to their 16-yard line.
So Stubbs brings the team out, gives it off to Roller, trying to go around the right side, trying to fake his man. He gets by one. Another slows him down and pushes him out of bounds as he ran up to about the 35 or 40-yard line, 30-yard line, and there's the end of the first half of play. Pirates are trailing by a score of 3-0. Boy, what a defensive ball game this has been. Absolutely fantastic.
Poteau Pirates did a great job coming in tonight. They thought they could shut down Roller. They've shut him down a little bit. Roller's got his share of the yards here in the first half. They've kept him out of the end zone, and that's the most important thing, only giving up a field goal.
All right, let's take time out for these commercial messages, and then we'll be right back for some comments during the halftime, because during the halftime, this is the homecoming, as we said, for the Bixby Spartans, and they'll have their halftime activities going on. and we'll bypass that tonight. And next week, we'll get the band for you again while they're at home. They played tonight before the kickoff, but they faced the other stands on the other side, and we couldn't get anything but their backs and couldn't pick up their music. So we'll wait till next Friday night, and we'll get, when Wagner is at Poteau, and we'll get the band for you. But right now, let's take a word for these messages, and we'll see you shortly. Well, we're here at halftime, just a few minutes away from the kickoff to begin the second half of play. And David has kind of come up with a little bit of our statistics. Our statistician is, well, he just can't make it up here at the present time. We may be able to get him up here at the end of the ball game, Dave.
Well, first of all, Murray, here in the first half, the Poteau Part offense still having trouble this week. They only had 1 first down in the first half. And total yards rushing for the Poteau Parts, Murray is just 18 yards in the first half in rushing, you know, and that's NF offense, so they're still having a lot of problems. And Brandon Wood completed a couple of passes for 14 yards, so still having problems with the offense. So maybe they can come out in the second half and make some adjustments and try to put some points on the board. For the Bixby Spartans, they had 8 first downs and had 25 carries by the running backs for a total of 78 yards. Fine running back Jimmy Roller had 62 yards in the first half, Murray. The Poteau Pirates did a good job keeping him out of the end zone in the first half, but Roller did lead him down the field on a 62-yard drive to set up a, I think it was a 37-yard field goal, Murray?
Yeah. 37-yard field goal.
And that field goal was kicked by number 14, Brandon Reisner, and had a strong leg. He did a good job of kicking the field goal. So really here in the first half, it's Poteau Pirates done a good job on defense. As the score indicates, 3-0, Bixby leading. And the Poteau Pirate offense, all they need to do is put a few points on the board and then come out of here with a win. I think the Poteau Pirate defense will continue to play real well here in the second half.
Well, I'll tell you, they played some mighty fine defensive football during the first half, because Bixby had them reeling 2 or 3 different times, and they came through with some tremendously great defensive plays to stop it, take over possession of the ball, move the ball out of immediate danger, and get it back up into around the 50-yard line. Now, Bixby has been very potent from their own 40 down to about the Poteau 20-yard line. They've been moving that ball pretty well. But at the same time, when they get within the 20, then it looks like the Pirates really shut them down, and they get serious about this defense, and they go very little further.
Robert Moore's playing tackle tonight for the Poteau Pirate defense. Number 71 has done a great job here in the first half of help containing Roller and the quarterback, Josh Stubbs. So first half, defensive player in the first half has to go to Robert Moore, because he's done a great job along the defensive line.
Well, Heath Williams and Keith Anderson are out on the field at the present time for the flip of the coin. Since the Pirates will receive first, let's see if the Bixby Spartans are going to get the kickoff to begin the second half. I'm sure they will. Number 33, Jimmy Roller, is the man out there, and they will receive, and the Poteau Pirates are going to kick off. Is that the indication we got there?
Yeah, the Poteau Pirates will be kicking.
From our left to our right. So the Pirates will have the south end goal to defend to start the second half, and the Spartans will have the north.
That's correct.
Now, okay.
Coming on the field right now is the Bixby Spartans. They completed their halftime ceremonies. They crowned their queen for the 1991 football season. Large crowd on hand for Bixby, and not a bad crowd that showed up for Poteau.
No, have a very good representative crowd here, and everybody has seen a fine football game. We'll have that kickoff for you in just a moment or so. Right now, let's stop for a couple of commercial messages, and we'll be right back.
Teams are getting ready to enter the field. Here come the Poteau Pirates.
Okay, welcome back to Bixby, Oklahoma. We're just about ready for the start of the second half with Bixby leading 3-0. Poteau Pirates is now coming on the field. Poteau Pirates will be kicking off. And Murray, the Poteau Pirates offense, we've got to come up with something.
Yes, they have. I forgot to mention that the Pirates are wearing their red helmets tonight with the white trim. They're wearing white jerseys. red numerals, gray trousers with the red stripe down the side. The Bixby Spartans are dressed with red jerseys, black numerals, and white trousers with the black striping down the side of the pants and black helmets. So, and by the way, the Pirates are still wearing their new black shoes.
They certainly are. That's something these kids are proud of this year, the new black shoes. In fact, I remember when the white shoes came in, now they've phased out. Now a lot of the high school and college teams are going to the black shoes.
And we're having final moment consultations for both ball clubs. The Pirates on the near side, the Spartans over on the far side. And we are about ready to get this second half underway with the Pirates trailing by a score of 3-0. And David, I don't know how we're going to get some punch in this offense. The only thing I can think of is a little slant pass about 3 or 4 yards deep on the right or left. But if I don't know if Brandon can throw that ball or throw that type of pass with that much velocity that the youngsters can catch.
Well, Brandon does have the ability, to throw the ball downfield, Murray. It's just a matter of Brandon hanging in there and settling down and then getting the ball to his receivers.
All right, I think the Pirates are getting ready to kick off. And Jared Garrett has the ball teed up. Oh, he has it on the ground, flat, on the ground. He's going to kick it off.
Yeah, looks like he's going to squib kick it with Roller back to receive it for Bixby.
And they're moving up close. Roller's on this side. He almost missed that ball, and it's still bounding around out there. Onside kick. I don't know if the Pirates have it or not.
The Pirates is recovered by Bixby.
Bixby has the ball.
They recovered it, Murray, just about the 44-yard line of Bixby.
Well, there's one plan that went awry just a little bit. But anyway, that's what the Pirates wanted to attempt. They took a gamble on it. And their defense has been such tonight that they've been able to hold. So they're going to try it one more time.
Sheet paper, would you?
So we have a 1st and 10. Ball comes to Roller coming around the right side. Someone gets him around the ankle and drops him down. And that someone for the Poteau Pirates is number 41, David. And that is, I don't have 41.
No, I'm looking down on the field to see there is 41 on the roster here.
Is there 40?
I think the tackle is number 40, Jared.
Number 40. All right, Jared Garrett. Well, the way he was got up, I could see only one side of that 0, and it looked like a 41. I looked and I said, well, we don't have a 41. So that was Garrett who made the tackle. A pickup of about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball just over the 45-yard line in Bixby territory. Ball goes to the right halfback, and he is just wrapped up as he gets nowhere, absolutely nowhere. Michael Roller is the man who was carrying the ball, 5'10", 173, and number 79 is there once again for the Poteau Pirates. And that happens to be Jason Allen.
Also on the stop is 78, Steve Hagler. Both of them doing a great job of stopping the handoff to the fullback.
So a pickup of maybe a yard. It's 3rd down and still 7 to go, according to the scoreboard. And the ball is being bootlegged down the right side. A little running room. The quarterback still has the ball. Finding to open running room and caught from behind at the Poteau Pirate 30-yard line, I believe, or just inside the 30. I beg your pardon, 40. The 40-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to mark it about the 38-yard line, Murray. And on the stop is Jared Garrett for the Poteau Pirates. Once again, Josh Stubbs, the quarterback. I told you early in the first half, he'll kill you. If you key too much on Roller, Josh has the ability to run the ball downfield.
He's 6'1". Ball is pitched this time to Roller, trying to go around the right side, and he is caught and dragged down from behind. And the man who made the tackle is Ryan Hendricks for the Poteau Pirates. And that's a good one-on-one open field tackle. He just got a hold of him and dragged the ankle in.
He did a good job of pointing off the block of big Jeremy Johnston, big number 76, 6'1", 255-pounder. Great job by Ryan Hendricks.
So I noticed since about the midway of the first quarter, the Pirates have been going for the area of the anatomy between the knee and the ankle on Jimmy Roller, and they've been fairly successful. Stubbs is there. He keeps the ball. He gets away from one man, but then rams into 3 of the white-shirted Poteau Pirates at the 40-yard line and is dropped there.
Yeah, he's met by Willie Trotter and Seth Garner.
Right, number 62, Willie Trotter, gets a shoulder in the tummy of the quarterback. Josh Stubbs stops him right there, and the Spartans are looking now at a third down and about 2 to go. 12 to go, I beg your pardon. Third and 12. They get down inside the 30-yard line for a first down. Ball is back, being kept. The quarterback is being rushed. He fired. It's complete, and he's immediately hit and dropped. And don't know. He did not get his first down.
Looks like he's going to be about Murray, looks like he's going to be about 3 yards short.
Yes. That was a swift pass thrown out to the right side, and the man who made the catch was number 44. That's Paul Johnson, but it was not enough for a first down. And it's 4th down and 4 to go for the Spartans of Bixby. Reisner comes to the near side as a flanker, and Stubbs is the quarterback. Ball is faked, being kept by Stubbs. He's being chased. He throws. He's got his man, and Reisner drops the ball. The pass was actually a little bit behind him, and Reisner, trying to stop and lean back after the ball, could not hang on to it. And I'm sure that he heard footsteps behind him of Heath Williams, who was driving in for the tackle, and the ball just went awry. So the score remains 3-0. The Poteau Pirates trail the Bixby Spartans. We'll take time out for this word, and we'll be right back. All right, we're ready to go. Pirates trail 3-0, have the ball first time here in the second half. Brandon Wood, the quarterback, is there at the quarterback spot, takes his ball, hands it off. 2 men are waiting for Enzio Thompson as he hits the 30-yard line, and he gets nowhere.
Well, there's a handoff to Enzio Thompson, the fullback, and I mean, there's nothing there. There to meet him is the big number 50, Dan Samara, 6'2", 240-pound defensive end. Also, Jeremy Johnson in on the stop for the Bixby Spartans.
So this time the defense was called to be right where the offense didn't want it to be. A loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 11 for the Pirates. They're still trying to get something on the scoreboard. Wood puts a man in motion, takes a snap, gives it off, looking for some place to go. Lowering his head, driving, trying to get a yard or 2 is Jared Garrett, and he gets nowhere. 5 of the red-shirted Spartans are on top of him in a hurry.
Yeah, he lost about maybe 1.5 yards on that, Murray.
So it'll be, we'll call it 3rd down and about 14 to go. 3rd and about 14.
Right now, Bixby's putting 9 men on the line of scrimmage, Murray, just daring the Poteau Pirates to throw the football.
Well, the Pirates are trying to block against a 240, 255, a 225-pound, a 215-pound linebacker. The first 3 were linemen. Wood is back. He's going to hand the ball off. Enzio Thompson looks for some place to go. He gets a couple of yards as he moves up over the 30-yard line to about the 32, and the Pirates are looking now at a 4th down.
Once again, Murray, the Poteau Pirates having trouble moving the football. And doing the punting for the Pirates is Terrence Warren. He'll be standing about his own 20-yard line.
Ball is back. Warren gets the ball off. It's not a very well hit football, but it goes end over end and goes to the 50-yard line. There was quite a rush on him.
I'm not sure if the defensive end, number 20, James Nosley, I think he might have got a hand on the ball.
He may have. It sounded like it hit something. I don't know if it hit a hand or hit someone's head. All right, 3-0. That's a score. Bixby has the ball. 5:51 remaining, 3rd period. Time in for this message, and we'll be right back. All right, the Spartans are putting the ball back in play. Waiting at a moment. Delay handoff. Goes to Roller. He gets back to the 50-yard line. That's as far as he can go. Making the tackle for the Pirates was Steve Hagler, the nose guard. Right back at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go.
Moving a lot of people in and out on defense, Murray, to try to give them a little bit of rest. Right now we got Hendricks and Trotter at defensive ends, and Looks like we got D.P. Robertson and Hagler in the ball game with Enzio Thompson, nose guard.
All right, ball is handed off, and the fullback, number 41, Sherrill, hits the center of the line, picks up a couple of yards as he ooches down to about the 47-yard line. Seth Garner, 33, right on the tackle.
Going to bring up a big 3rd down and 7 for Bixby.
3rd and 7 for the Spartans. David, I'll tell you what, this Poteau Park defense is about as good as you're going to find anywhere around this part of the country, my friend.
They certainly are.
Ball is handed off. Roller gets it. Roller is racked up as he hits the line of scrimmage.
Right now, the Poteau Park defense is doing a great job of shutting down the running attack of Bixby.
Mike Odom is the man who was there first with a shoulder, and then there were about 3 others that came in to help bring him to the ground.
Josh Stubb is back to do the punting for Bixby.
All right, here's the ball back. Almost got it, but he got it off the side of the foot. Short punt, but he gets a big roll for Bixby, goes straight on down the field, the far sideline. Thought it was going to go out of bounds back at about the 30-yard line, but as you can see, it hit and bounced straight ahead, and it's down inside the 20. So put the ball on about the 18-yard line, we'll call it from here, until they get it lined up and we can see a little better.
Yeah, it looks like it's marked on about the 16-yard line.
All right, 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, and we're going to take time in for this commercial message, and we'll be right back. Poteau deep in their territory, back on their own 16, and if I think this is about as deep as we started any kind of a series in this entire ball game, they need to get out of there and get that ball back up across that 50-yard line as quickly as they can. Ball is handed off, and here comes Enzio Thompson. Someone flips him as he gets up near the 20-yard line. He falls forward, picks up another yard, and they're going to place the ball about football length shy of the 20-yard line.
In on the stop, it's 43, middle linebacker Rusty Davis.
A pickup of a good 4 yards. We'll call it 2nd down and 6 to go. And the Pirates need to start coming up with plays that will net them 6, 7 yards, 8 yards on 1st down, and then that will give them an option of doing some things that are unexpected. Good looking at 2nd and 6. Whistle blows, and I believe we're going to have a delay of ball game, and we're going to lose our 5 yards. Well, these are little mental mistakes.
Well, I don't know about the clock. You know, it seems like a quick whistle on that, Murray.
2:40 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of play. Well, they have 25 seconds, David, to start to play from the time it is set to play.
Yeah, Jerry Johnson was sidelined a little bit unhappy with the call, but
not too much, because I think he realized that they were getting pretty close. All right, Brandon looks with a 2nd and 11, fakes a handoff, pitches out. Enzio comes around the right side and gets nowhere. 6 of them down him.
He's going to be thrown, looks like, for about a 3-yard loss, Murray.
Well, the Pirates have got to figure out some way to get that ball upfield. From the line of scrimmage forward instead of sideways. And let's see if Brandon can come up with some type of a pass play. If he could complete about 3 or 4 passes in a row, that would keep that defense honest. They're spread out, looking at 3rd and 12. Wood taking the signal, hands it off, and somebody's got a little running room, bounces around and gets all the way up to the 25-yard line.
That's Terrence Warren.
That's Terrence Warren. Coming from a halfback spot. And he's going to be shy about 1.5 yards or 2 yards of the 1st down, David.
Yeah, the pickup just of about 10 yards, so it's going to bring up 4th and 2. They're saying, well, 4th and 1. He picked up 11 yards.
Yep.
But the Poteau Pirates going to have to give up the football once again.
Well, that came close. And it was a good-looking run coming out of that backfield. All right, here's the ball back. Terrence is going to kick, and he does. He gets a sailor, and he gets a good bounce, end over end, down to the 40. Picked up way back at the 30, coming to the right side. And finally stopped and knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
In on the start for the Pirates is Lee Black getting downfield to make the stop on Roller. The ball's going to be marked just about the 40-yard line of Bixby.
All right. The Pirates getting out of that hole a little bit. Bixby has a 1st and 10, and we'll be back after this commercial message with 1:03 remaining in the third period. All right, the Spartans put the ball in play. Quarterback is under. Hands off. Man through. He is, really racked as he leaps high in the air. This is Roller. And I didn't get the man's number that hit him.
That's Mike Odom. Roller leaped over the line of scrimmage, and Odom put his helmet right in the face mask of Roller.
All right, so it's a pickup. They're going to give him about 3. It's a pickup for 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for the Spartans. They're leading in the ball game by a score of 3-0. A field goal they made back in the first period of play. Now they're out of a set backfield. Ball is handed off, looking for some place to go. Roller is hit once again. This time as he crosses his own 45 and falls up to the 47-yard line. A pickup of about 4 on the play.
Then on the stop is Steve Hagler, right defensive tackle for the Poteau Pirates.
All right, and we see standing out there Ryan Hendricks with his hands on his hips, looking at the coach, getting the defensive signal from the sideline. And there's the end of the third period of play. Our score is 3-0. The Bixby Spartans out in front. A pause for this commercial, and we'll be right back. David, there's a sign on the far side, and it's in blue and red, and I'm sure they put it up for the Bixby Spartans. It says awesome defense. Well, they do have a good defense, but I'll tell you what, our Poteau Pirates have matched them.
They sure have. Poteau Pirate defense is awesome.
It has just been by a freak that they were in a position to kick a field goal to take the lead 3-0. Otherwise, this would have been a 0-0 ball game going into the third period of play.
Well, we're starting the fourth and final period of play. 3rd down and 3 for Bixby. Big play for the Pirate defense.
So here's a snap going down the side of Stubbs. He is hit once, twice, and I don't think he got it.
No, he's short of the first down, Murray. He's short by a good yard.
Yeah, because he had to get over the 50, and he is stopped shy of the 50. See where they placed the ball. Well, he is way shy. He's almost 2 yards shy.
That's going to bring up 4th down and 1 for Bixby. Let's see if the coach for the...
they're going for it.
Bixby going to go for it. Yeah, Rick Rogers, head coach for the Spartans. He said, let's go for it.
Yeah, they've got to go for it. Leading 3-0. Oh, here we go. Ball is back. Roller gets it. Roller's hit. He gets the first down, but barely.
He worked real hard for that one, I guarantee you. Steve Hagler in on stop for the Poteau Pirates.
So the Spartans pick up a first down by about a half yard. And they set the charts all over again. 1st and 10. 11 minutes remaining here in the fourth and final period. The Pirates trail by a score of 3-0. Ball is back. Roller gets the ball. Getting a little running. I thought he was going to get it on the ankle, but he pulled loose and moved on for another couple of yards. He's down, picked up about 5 on the play. Moving the ball inside the 45 down to about the 44.
So far, the third period and started here in the fourth period, this Bixby offense is eating up the clock, Murray.
They're keeping that ball on the ground. They're moving.
I think they'd be happy to run out of clock and get out of here with a 3-0 win.
I think they would. Here's the ball. Almost caught in the backfield, but coming forward is the fullback, and he gets a couple of yards. And the coach who come on the sideline is hollering at the official because of the motion in the backfield, I do believe, David.
Yeah, it looked like the tailback moved a little bit soon.
All right, Mike Odom walks to the near side, gets the signal defensively. Heath Williams is looking to the near side. Jared Garrett is looking to the near side. So the defensive signals are going in by the handfuls. 9:51 remaining in our ball game. Back, ball is handed off to Roller, and Roller is whacked as he hits back at the line of scrimmage.
Doing a great job at his defensive end spot is Ryan Hendricks, and also there to help him was Mike Odo. Great job by these two young men.
I mean, his little bell was rung. So it's fourth down. 3 to go. Again for the Bixby Spartans. But I think this time they're going to punt.
Yeah, Coach Rogers saw enough of the Poteau defense and said it's time to punt the football. Now we have a timeout on the field as Bixby doesn't have enough players on the field. I think they're one man short.
Stubbs is a man standing back there to kick. And the Spartans take a timeout. Leading 3-0, 9:16 remaining. The ball is down on the Pirate 41-yard line. Time in for this commercial message, and we'll be right back.
1583, 7 spots for $10 gift certificate to Western Sizzle.
All right, time is back in, and we're ready to play football. It'll be fourth down, 3 yards to go. The ball is on the Pirate 41-yard line. And Stubbs is back in punt formation, but will it be a punt? A high snap back. He looks. It's a high kick. End over end, headed for the near sideline, and it is downed and taken out of bounds somewhere around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to mark it just about the 12-yard line.
All right. So that was a good punt by Stubbs. High end over end. Still leaves us 9:06 to play in the ball game, and the Pirates start deep in their own territory.
Brandon Wood still the quarterback for the Poteau Pirates, and also in the backfield is MCO Thompson, Jared Garrett, and Terrence Warren.
All right, Willie Trotter goes out as an offensive lineman for the Poteau Pirates. And under, Wood looks over the situation, takes a snap, hands it off, first man through. There's a little running room on the left side of the line, and Terrence Warren picks up about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
Well, that little straight handoff called the dive play, and doing a pretty good job of blocking for the Pirates that time was Hendricks and Robert Morris.
And Mosley and Crow teamed up to make the tackle for the Bixby Ball Club. And the clock keeps ticking away. 8:36 remaining in our ball game. Pick up a 4, call it second down, and 6 to go. Wood moves a man in motion. Ball is handed off. First man through. No, he's going to pass. He throws over the outstretched fingertips of our intended receiver, Hendricks.
Yeah, that's a tight end pass was intended for Hendricks, the tight end, and Brandon might have rushed at him just a little bit too soon.
Now, if he'd have counted a half, one half, and then thrown that ball, I believe he'd have been a little bit better in control. He seems like he's throwing it just a little bit fast without the body behind it, and the ball is sailing on him. It's going up. Just a tad high. A good pass. It was a good pass. Just missed his target.
Another big third down, Murray. Third down and 6 for the Pirates.
3rd and 6. Pirates need something. Well, we're going to get a 5-yard penalty because someone couldn't find out where they were supposed to line up.
Yeah, Pirates offense had a little trouble lining up in that offensive formation. It's going to cost them 5 yards to lay a game.
Well, I think they were trying to get that unbalanced line, and someone just didn't decide which side of the center they were going to line up on, and so it was a delay of ball game.
Still trying to give away that gasoline to Circle K.
So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Poteau Pirates.
1, 5, 7, 8.
All right. 3rd and 11.
Now they're going to have to call a timeout. They're still having trouble lining up the right offense. Somebody is lining up on the right side. It should have been lining up on the left side, Murray.
Well, someone is just not. This is evidently some of the new stuff that Coach Johnson was going to put in, and someone just doesn't have it down pat yet, but they will. 8:23 remaining here in our ball game. It's the Bixby Spartans 3, Poteau nothing. Let's take time in for this commercial message, and we'll be right back. All right, we're ready to go. They're still visiting out on the field of play. They're trying to repair a piece of equipment on one of the Poteau Pirates.
Yeah, Coach Johnson's on the field going over a play he wants to call with his offense.
And they've got to come up with another big one, David, or give up possession of the ball. 3rd and 11, deep in their own territory. Down around that 10-yard line, and you can't get too fancy when you're down around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, you're in dangerous territory right there. You can't afford a turnover here.
You've got to play it close to the vest. You've got to play ball control. You've got to give your punter an opportunity on the next down if you don't make your 11 yards. So this time we have a man in motion, and we're going to get another 5-yard penalty.
Well, we'll look at the umpire and see what the call is going to be. Be the line judge.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what the call is going to be. One of the linemen moved, come up out of that 3-point stance. Now, in some, and I want to check this because if I'm not mistaken, the end man can make a move and come back down in his 3-point position, 3-point stand. So since he was the outside lineman, anyway, let's check that out.
Yeah, he was talking to Jared Garrett, who was lined up in the wing position of the wing T. And undoubtedly, Jared come out of his 3-point stance.
Well, Jared was not the man that actually first moved. The first man moved was the Hendricks, number 88, here on the end. And with Terrence Warren was flanked in between he and the tackle. Lawrence went in motion, and when he did, the end raised up. I have to check on that.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
The ball moved clear back down just about the 6-yard line, Murray.
But I know in college football, that end, the end can move, but as long as he goes back to his 3-point snap before the ball is snapped.
Right.
All right. We've got a quarter of a mile to go. 3rd down and 16. And Wood is the quarterback. We do have a man in motion. Wood takes the ball, hands it off, throwing a left-handed pass. Incomplete, almost intercepted. The pass was intended out here for Seth Garner, but just couldn't make it. The ball was underthrown and was behind him.
Yeah, that was a halfback pass, the quarterback given to Jared Garrett, and Jared going to his left was going to throw the ball downfield, looking for Lucas Job, and also in the area was let me find his number here, Seth Garner. Now the end zone, the ball hits over him. It's in the end zone, and we're going to have
got it. It's a touchdown
recovered by Bixby.
The ball was punted, hit someone in the back of the head, down back in the end zone, and the Bixby Spartans covered the ball along with the Poteau Pirate, and the official down there immediately threw his hands up and called it a touchdown for Bixby.
Now, Terrence Warren staring in his end zone, kicked the ball real low, and it hit one of the linemen and bounced clear back in the end zone where it was recovered by Bixby.
Yeah, the Pirates just got a penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct, I'm sure, is what it's going to be. The official threw the flag.
Boy, what a big break for Bixby.
Poteau. It's a 9-0 ball game. Well, it doesn't make any difference who the ball hits. If it hits one of the Poteau Pirates or if it hits one of the Bixby Spartans and bounces back in the end zone and Bixby recovers, then it should be a touchdown.
You're right, it's live ball.
From up here, I thought, and I'll be anxious to look at the film, but it looked to me like that the Pirate was back there and was on the ball. If he was, well, then maybe it was taken away from him.
Well, I think that's what happened. It was taken away from him in the end zone.
Okay, and if it was, well, then that's the reason that the official immediately went up with the hands for a touchdown.
Whatever it was, it's a touchdown for Bixby, and that just breaks the back of the Poteau Pirates here in the 4th period.
Yep, 9-0. That's the score. The personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct foul will be taken after the point after try. So Reisner will be the man, I believe, is going to try the point after. Ball is high over his head. Bounces back. Being chased. Caught and dropped. No good. The point after is no good. So it remains 9-0. A bad pass from center. With 8:11 going to go in our football game. The Bixby Spartans are in control at the present time. let's take time in for this message, and we'll be right back. All right, we're ready to start the ball game again. It is 8 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in our ball game, and Bixby is leading by a score of 9-0 on a fluke touchdown, if I have ever seen one.
That's certainly a big break for Bixby.
Yep. Well, they say you make your own breaks, and their big rushing defense is the thing that did it for them, David. Reisner, the flanker back, is there to do the kicking, and he kicks one, end over end, a beauty. It drives number 24, that's Ryan Wallison, all the way back into the end zone, and he picks the ball up and puts his knee down on the terra firma, and it's a touchback. Pirates bring the ball out on the 20-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 to go.
I begin to wonder if Ryan was going to get back there and get hold of the football and touch it down in the end zone.
Yeah, I was too.
Well, it's now or never with 8:07 left to play in the ball game, Murray. The offense needs to put some points on the board.
The Pirates have just got to come up with some kind of a combination to move the football. Now, irregardless of the fact that, there are big men up on the line of scrimmage coming after you, you still got to come up with something where you can do something to move the football. That's all there is to it. All right, Wood is there, back. He's going to pass. He throws. He's got his man open from one, but before he can get started, three guys tackle him, and he is dropped. And if they give him his forward motion, it's going to be just shy of the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to be about a gain of about, I think they're going to give him about 5 on that, Murray.
Wallison made a good catch, but he was also hit a couple of times pretty hard. We could hear the licks up there in the press box. But it's 5-yard pickup, and we'll call it second down and 5 to go. And this is what we're going to have to do, David, in order to move that ball out of there until they can get some of those linebackers to back off just a little bit, and we're not having to face that 7- and 8-man line on every play. Back, he fakes once, now he throws. And coming down after the ball, he just can't quite make it. Again, the pass was intended for Ryan Wallison. It was just a little bit overthrown, as you can see. So we're looking at a third down and still 5 to go.
Well, the Pirates are working against the clock now, Murray, with 7:20 left in the ball game. They've got to put the ball in the air.
All right, we'll see what the Pirates can do. Brandon Wood is... I think the officials are having a word with them because I think there's a little mouthing going on out there, and I think it was picked up. Maybe not on that particular play bad enough to censor anyone, but he's just giving them a fair warning. Fellas, let's play football, which is a good thing to do. All right, third down, man in motion moves to the right side for the Pirates. Wood is there, takes a snap, gives a handoff. Hit in the backfield is Anzio, and he gets over it.
Right there waiting on the play. It's kind of a delayed draw to the fullback, Anzio Thompson. Right there, it's Jeremy Johnson, Brian Crow, and James Mosley for Bixby.
They just overcame the blockers that Anzio had in front of him, and were standing there waiting on him when the ball was handed to him. All right, coming in the ball game is Doug Fry.
Jared Garrett's doing the punting for the Poteau Pirates.
Ball is back, and he kicks, end over end. Flag is down, but the ball hits at the 40, 45, up to the 50, down to the 49-yard line, and Bixby territory, but there is a yellow flag on the field of play, and let's see what that is. It looked to me like someone was holding on the Bixby Ball Club.
Yeah, because the vicinity he threw the flag was right around the kickoff team's line and around the 50, and so undoubtedly it's going to be holding against Bixby.
All right, let's see where they mark that and how they mark it. They're conferring with the Poteau Pirate captain, our co-captain. And if that is a more than 5-yard penalty in an automatic first down, I'm sure we'll take it. Still a long conversation going on.
They're bringing the ball back upfield to the line of scrimmage, and let's see what the infraction is going to be, Murray.
All right.
He's going to mark it off to see possibly if it is going to be a first down. Don't believe so.
No, it's 5 yards. Still not a first down. But the Pirates will get to kick the ball again. All right, clock is still running. Oh, it will be in just a moment. It's been dead while we were marching off the penalty. 6:33, 9-0 is the score. Garrett is back in punt formation once again. Pass is back in good shape. Kick is a line drive back to the 45 and Bixby territory. He's to the 40, down to the 40. Nope, they stopped him on the 40-yard line in Poteau territory.
John Bell is the one that received the punt. And then on the stop for Poteau is Heath Williams.
So the ball is back at the Poteau Pirate 40-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bixby Spartans, leading in the ball game by a score of 9-0.
With 6 minutes left to go in the ball game, defense needs to stop and take over the football.
Well, nothing needs to be said there. 4 of the white-shirted Poteau Pirates was around Jimmy Roller, and it takes that many to bring him down sometimes, folks.
Yeah, leading the way for the Poteau Pirates is Jared Garrett and several of the Poteau Pirate defenders.
Well, it was a loss of about 3 on the play, because we'll call it 4. We'll call it 2nd down and 14.
Looking for you at the south gate. Mandy Higgins will go to the south gate.
So Sherrill, fullback, Roller tailback, Stubbs the quarterback. There's a man in motion. And here's the throw. Everybody fighting for it, and well defended by the Poteau Pirates down at about the 5-yard line.
Ryan Lawson did a good job defending on the pass play, and we're going to have illegal procedure against the Bixby Spartans as the fullback John Sherrill jumped before the snap count.
That's what they've been hollering at the official about all night, David. He's been doing that since I watched them back in the first quarter. On every offensive play, he has been doing that very thing.
Yeah, what he does, the fullback gets out quickly and trying to create some holes for his tailback, Jimmy Roller, and this time he got caught.
Well, it goes as an incompleted pass. They refuse a penalty. It brings up a 3rd and 14. 5:20 remaining in our ball game, and the Bixby Spartans lead our Pirates by a score of 9-0.
Come to press box. Get your Freddy's Cheeseburger Special. 2-2-1-1.
Pirates trying to come up with some defensive maneuver if they can get possession of that football. Now looking, flying, incomplete.
Pass was intended for the flanker, Brandon Reisner, and then quarterback Jason Tubbs just threw it too wide for him. So he's going to bring up 4th and 14, and the Poteau offense will get the football once again.
And Heath Williams was the defender, a little late getting over, but still did a good job of harassing the would-be receiver after he got there. So back in punt formation for the Spartans, and here's one that's rolled back. Almost. But he gets the ball away. A beautiful kick. And the ball hits and gets a big roll for the Pirates. Against the Pirates, rolling all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Well, you say this game is not inches. They missed blocking it by a half inch. The ball hit on the half inch of the nose. They kicked it forward another 20 yards after it hit the ground.
Let's go for a timeout right quick. With 5:02 left to play in the ball game, it's 10-0 Bixby.
1st and 10 on the 10-yard line.
Dave, there's no doubt about what we've heard about this Bixby ball club. They are a tremendous defensive ball club. That's all there is to it. Wood is back. A little shovel pass. Running with the ball and trying to pick up a few yards is Terrence Warren. And Terrence gets about 5. It's a shovel pass that's done in the backfield.
Shuttle pass number 47.
Picked up of about 5 on the play, maybe 6. Let's call it 6, and it'll be 2nd down and 4 to go.
I'm still going to look for the halfback pass by Jared Garrett, because Jared does an excellent job of throwing the football.
Well, the wind is picked up here in the last 3 or 4 minutes, and the Pirates are going straight into it. Well, the pass was incomplete. He had triple coverage around the intended receiver, and the intended receiver was Ryan Rollison. A pass that should not have been thrown, but was. tapped in the air, and it could have been easily intercepted, but two of the other Spartans were slipping to the ground. So it still remains third down, and we'll call it about 4 to go, as Brandon Wood gets the signal and the play call from the sideline, and trying to rack their brains to come up with something that would give a little offense to the team as a whole. They just haven't been able to move the ball. Back, handoff, first man through, looking for some place to go, and there was no place there.
That's Ansel Thompson, a fullback on the carry.
The hole was immediately closed. There was just a little bitty crease there. He took about 3 steps, and that was it. A pickup of a couple more is 4th down and 2. So let's call it 4th and 2 with 3:30 remaining here in the ball game.
Well, I tell you, the Pirates just haven't had any good field position at all here in the second half.
No, they sure haven't. Now, they did have it in the first half. The second half, they just have not. Here's the ball back, a little high, but he gets it, and he gets a good kick away this time. The ball is fumbled. I believe he recovers his own fumble.
He certainly did. Bixby was lucky they didn't lose that one.
Well, that's 3 tonight that they've had. The Pirates, had they been in the right spot, could have picked it up, but it didn't. And that's an indication of a team that makes its own breaks.
Yeah, John Bell hit off his knee pads, and it dropped right in front of him where he could recover it.
9 to nothing. The Spartans are out in front. We have 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the ball game. They have the have the football on the Poteau Pirate 37-yard line. Ball is handed off. Big hole in the center. Looking for some place to go is the big fullback. This is Michael Roller. And Michael went straight ahead and picked up good yardage deep inside the Poteau territory, inside the 20, down to about the 18, but there is a flag on the field of play, and let's see what it's going to be.
Program 206.
See if we get that motion penalty again, David.
Well, I can't tell. They're going to talk to the Bixby captains or the Poteau Pirates captains.
Program 206.
I don't know either.
No indication.
No indication of either one.
With the officials. That's going to be a big 15-yard penalty against the Poteau Pirates.
That's going to be a personal foul.
That's going to move the ball down to about the 9.5-yard line.
Personal foul. Poteau Pirates moves the ball down to about the 10-yard line.
Penalty at the distance to the goal line.
First and goal from the 10-yard line. Bixby gives off to his fullback. He gets a couple of yards, and that's about it. Once again, 24, Michael Roller. 5'10", 173 pounds.
Second and goal.
And on the stop is Seth Garner and Mike Odom along with Steve Hagler. Well, we have 2:36 to go in the ball game, Murray.
And the Spartans are leading 9 to nothing. David, I'm trying my best to remember if I ever saw a touchdown scored the way that Bixby Spartans scored on the Poteau Pirates, and to the best of my recollection, I can never remember of one being scored that way.
I know it, Murray. That was a quite unusual punt by Terrence Warren, and till I see the films again, I still think, he just kicked the ball real low and it hit one of the linemen that bounced right back into the end zone. It was recovered by Bixby.
All right, timeout. We're going to take time in for this commercial message, and we'll be right back. I never heard nothing. I can't remember ever seeing anything like that.
I haven't either.
All right, timer's back in, and we're ready to play football. With 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in our game, the Pirates are trailing by a score of 9 to nothing.
Well, it's going to be a dejected ball club and coaching staff because they really thought they had a chance to beat this Bixby ball club tonight, Murray.
Yes. Well, if they could have just generated a tad of offense, and there they go again.
There's a flag.
Doing that again.
That's right. The fullback once again is going to be called for legal procedure for Bixby. The fullback is John Sherrill.
He just moves a half step too soon. And another flag on the play. I'd say that the tempers are getting a little short out there, David.
I believe so.
I think the Bixby Spartans were expecting to run up a humongous score tonight.
I think they're frustrated because they didn't score a lot, and Roller didn't get a lot of yards, and Roller didn't get a bunch of touchdowns tonight. And
Poteau is upset because they couldn't get their offense going. So it's just one of those things, I do, you do, we do.
That's correct.
2:22. Now let's see what we have. A personal foul is going to be tacked onto that. So this basically is a 20-yard penalty. As another 15 is going to be marked off on the personal foul. And that moves the ball way back to the 27-yard, 28-yard line.
That's going to bring up second down, and let's see, Murray, about 27 yards to go for a touchdown.
Yeah, either that or about 35.
So they
were down at first and goal, 27 yards to go.
27 yards.
Yeah, that's on the 27-yard line. They had it first and goal from the 10. Ball is set. First man through. He is collared and dragged to the ground. And handed the ball carrier that particular time was Aaron Elmore, a sophomore.
Ryan Hendrickson on the stop along with Big Mike Odom.
27-yard line.
I think what the coach for the Spartans have done is taken his starters out of there, and he's got some sophomores and juniors in, David.
Yeah, he's running Aaron Elmore, the sophomore fullback, in now.
Robbie Harrington, I think, is the quarterback. Coming around the near side, trying to find some place to go, and the Pirate just pushes him out of bounds.
Yeah, right now here in the fourth period, he's taking Jimmy Roller out of the ball game. I don't know whether Jimmy is injured or he just taking him out of the ball game, rested him.
I think he took him out so he wouldn't take any chances on getting hurt.
I don't blame him a bit.
I don't either.
Right now running the tailback is John Sherrill for Bixby. And the fullback is Aaron Elmore.
Well, just as we were saying all that, coming into the ball game is Jimmy Roller, number 33. So let's see what's going to happen.
He leads the state in 4A scoring. He hasn't scored a touchdown tonight.
All right, here's the ball back, given to Roller, going around the right end. He's dropped.
Right defensive end, Willie Trotter did a good job of pinching him inside and making the tackle at the same time.
So, with a minute 26 remaining, the Poteau Pirates take over the football, first and 10. And the ball is down on about their 23-yard line. Let's take time in for this commercial message, and we'll be back with the final 1.26 minutes leading here in the ball game. Pirates come out of the huddle, 1:15 remaining in the ball game. Man in motion from the far side. Ball is handed off, looking for some place to go, and there's a little running room. And lowering his head and driving straight ahead is Jared Garrett. He picks up a first down, moves over the 30, up to about the 34-yard line.
Gain of about 14 yards on that carry by Jared Garrett.
And like I said, there's a lot of new faces out there in the ball game for the Bixby Spartans, David.
Yeah, in on the stop is Matt Milman. He's a sophomore, 6 foot, 241 pounder, along with number 20 James Mosley. He's a sophomore.
Yeah. So here we go. The Pirates with 43 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back. He's going to throw. It's intercepted.
Yeah, it's going to be intercepted by number 9, Jared Smith. He's a 5'7", 145-pound junior, strong safety. Did a good job. The ball was overthrown as intended for the split end. I think it's either tight end Hendricks, I couldn't hardly tell, or Ryan Rollison. But anyway, Bixby will take over with 37 seconds left to go in the ball game. They'll be taking over the football at the 47-yard line of the Poteau Pirates.
All right, Bixby has the ball, first and 10, leading 9-0, 34 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the quarterback, Harrington, is there, hands off, fullback straight ahead, and he gets very little. That's Aaron Elmore, 5'7", 155-pounder. 18 seconds remaining in the ball game, 9-0. In a defensive battle like you have never seen.
I think that's going to be it, Murray.
Yeah, I don't think
7 seconds, they're not going to run any more plays.
We'll be back with our final comments in a moment. Final score, Bixby Spartans 9, the Poteau Pirates nothing. Let's listen to this commercial message, and we'll be right back. Well, that's it, David, 9-0. And that's our game for tonight. next Friday night we'll be at Poteau.
That's right. With Wagner Bulldogs come to town. They're coming from the same district that Bixby's in, the District 4A7, and they're a good ball club. They'll be a tough team to beat. This is a tough loss for the Poteau Pirates. Like we said earlier, the coaches, staff, players thought they had a good chance of beating this Bixby ball club. They defense played great, shutting Bixby down to 9 points with a great job by the Poteau defense. And offense for Poteau, inept, unable to move the ball, couldn't put any points on the board, and you can't say much, Murray. They just got a lot more work to do, this young ball club, and generating some points from the offense.
With only one first down, and we don't have our stats with us now, but we had one first down in the entire first half. You can't score points, and you can't win ball games doing that. So I'll bet you, I bet Coach Johnson and the group comes up with some ways to move that football before next Friday night, if it's at all humanly possible. So let's everybody get out next Friday night to watch the Poteau Pirates and Wagner. We're going to be at Costner Field, Poteau, game time 8 o'clock. We'd sure like to see you there.
You bet, Murray. Have a big crowd out there. Don't give up on these kids yet. They're a great defense and got some work to do on offense. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Come on, stand behind them. That's the best way you can help them. So until next Friday night, Murray Sawyer along with Dave Grace. And we want to say thanks to Sean Grace, who again has been our cameraman, our producer, our director, our go-getter, our everything. Thank you, Sean. We appreciate you being along with us.
Thank you, Shane. We appreciate your work and camera work.
That's right.
Keeping us on the ball here.
Keep us on the ball. So I guess that's about it from
That's it.
Spartan Stadium in Bixby, Oklahoma. So long, everybody.